So today we're going to do something different. I want to ask you some questions first. So how many of you have ever seen snow? Not on the telly, not in a film, I mean real snow. Oh, we have some students. Okay, Eva.
Okay, I've seen them in the mountains in Nepal.
Wow, beautiful country. So what were you doing there?
I was just hiking, like I was just going up to see the view.
I see. Lovely. Okay, has anyone else seen real snow? How about Louis?
I have seen it in Korea a lot of time, definitely.
Of course, in Korea. Okay, Tashvia?
Well, I only see snow once. I remember when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I went to like India, and then I was playing in the snow and lying down, and then I was screaming while I was touching the snow.
I'm very impressed by your memory. Okay, Mia, where have you seen this?
I used to live in Beijing, and then
Yes.
it was snowing there, and I made a snowman when I was like 3. And then I also saw it in
Great.
Japan. Well, I was at Fuji Mountain, and I made a snowman on the side of the road, and then somebody kicked it, and I cried.
That's so cool. I would never build a snowman. Okay, Mike, Michelle.
Where did you see it? Once I go to Korea 2 years ago, and
Have any of you ever been skiing? Do you guys know what skiing is? Oh, Eva.
I know what skiing is.
Michelle, you said that you have been on ice skating, right? So where did you do it?
When I was little, I tried skating.
now a real question for you guys. Does anyone know where I can go to watch the world's best ice skaters next year? Eva.
I think it's in the Winter Olympics.
Good. Yes. So some years ago, many countries around the world, they decided that they would like to hold the Winter Olympics. And do you guys all know what the Winter Olympics are?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. So in order to decide where they should be held, all the countries, they have to make a video to show that what they would do if they won the competition. So I would like to show you all this video from China. So now, after you watch this video, I will ask you to share something that you see in the video. So if you see anything interesting in the video, if you see any sports, any places, anything, then make sure you try to note down as many details as you can while you are watching.
Oh, wow. You guys can't wait. Okay, guys, now it's your time to share something. Eva.
There are various types of activities, not just one, like skiing and like skating and sliding. I don't know what do I call that, but it's not just in one place. It's just covered in a lot of places. Like it's spread out. The whole competition is spread out in different places in Beijing.
Very well observed. Okay, Pyu Kang Lee, you have anything else to share?
There's a lot of sport type of sport.
Well, very good. Thank you.
Anis?
I agree what Eva said, and then I will add some.
When the officials had watched the videos from all the countries, they decided on a winner. And now let's have a look at this video now and see what you can tell me when it's over.
Anis, a fan, you have something else to share?
Yes. I think in that video, is that in China?
Yes, it is.
In Malaysia?
I have another short video for you to watch. And don't forget, make sure you try to note as many details as you can.
The next question you need to answer in Chinese.
How many means of transport you can see in the video? Okay, does anyone want to say anything about that video? Okay, Eva.
I think I should just tell the vehicles. So, like, okay, there's some which we haven't learned in Chinese. It's like a bicycle.
Oh, yes. Well done. I was going to ask a question particularly about that. So do you know what they were doing? Like they were using a phone and trying to scan the the QR code. Do you know what that is?
Wait, they're trying to scan the QR code on the bike?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I
That's
think,
also in Korea.
I think there was an airplane. I'm not sure.
Airplane. How do you say airplane?
飞机.
飞机. Wow, 非常棒. Tashfia?
I think I saw like trains.
How do you say a train?
Wait, is it? I can't remember.
So, 火车. 火车.
Oh yeah.
火车. Louis. So does anybody know where the Olympics will be held in 2022? I hope everyone knows, right? Mia?
Beijing.
Beijing, yes. So has anyone here ever been to see the Olympics? The last Olympic Games were in Tokyo, Japan in 2020. Would any of you guys like to see the Olympics in Beijing? If you wanted to get to see the Olympics next year, and how do you think you would get there? We have studied so many words. Can anyone tell me what the transportation you would like to use together? Pukonglin?
飞机.
飞机? Anything else? 还有其他的什么吗？
电车.
电车 a tram 非常好。电车 might be able to. Any other transportations?
汽车.
汽车 good idea. With some research, you guys should be able to do something very interesting for me. So I want you now, listen carefully, guys. I want you to imagine that you are a travel agent. Does anyone know what a travel agent is? Akashara?
Is it a person who helps people to travel?
Thank you, Akashara. Yes. So they organize things for you when you want to travel. That's a travel agent. So now let's imagine that you are in your travel agency and someone comes in who really wants to go and see the 2022 Olympics in Beijing. What do you think they are going to ask you about, Eva?
They might probably ask like where you're going, for how long you're going, when you're gonna like what airlines or however you're traveling you're doing, and like when you're going there, when you're coming back,
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna go to another country, and like visa probably.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. Thank you, Eva. Akashara?
Like maybe how much money is gonna take to spend.
Very good. Now I'm going to ask you to go to the breakout rooms and discuss with your group members. So each group needs to type your ideas on Padlet. And when you come back, I need one person from each group to share your ideas. And you have 7 minutes to discuss this with your group members and then come back. Miss Sumo, could you stay here with group 4?
Yes, teacher. It's okay. I will do it. Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to group 1, 2, and 3.
What are they gonna ask us? Maybe how much it costs?
So what we could do is probably firstly ask where they're going.
Yeah.
And
Secondly,
then they already told us where they're going.
oh yeah,
How about how much it costs for them to go there?
oh yeah. By what vehicle are you traveling with?
Or how long it'll take to get there. How long will your stay be? Yeah, I think that's a good question.
So these are the questions that they're gonna ask us. You think they will ask? What would you ask the travel agency if you want to go to the 2020 Olympics in Beijing? That's the long.
Yeah, so I think
Ask when the visa was issued. Yeah, like, or maybe how long it'll take to get there. Oh, wait, no, that's what we tell them. Like, it's gonna take 5 hours to get there or something. No. Look. What do you think? They ask us how long you'll get there. No, guys, look. In what Miss Rebecca said in the chat, it says, what do you think they are gonna ask you about? Okay? Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're gonna ask us how long it'll take to get there, and we'll tell them. Like that. Yeah. So, first thing could be how much it costs. And we got time, how long it takes, when the visa will expire. If it will expire, they cannot stay in Beijing. Okay, so guys, wait. I have a question.
Will the passenger ask like what vehicle should they go? Travel agencies usually tell you what days that you can go because like what day are they free to go? Like what day is run booked? Like the best flight, like on Friday, everyone is gonna be in their houses, so they probably won't. So there'll probably be more flights, and it's gonna be a really chill day after you get into Beijing. Yeah, how long will the 2020 Olympics last? Wait, but also, it's not just everything. Wait, the passenger could also ask what vehicles are available.
Hi. Mia, when you came back?
7 minutes already.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, everyone is
Guys,
coming.
you're writing, right? That was quick. I've seen some wonderful questions here in the groups. I now need one person from each group to share and read out your ideas, your questions, and that you came up with your group members. While you are listening, I also need you to take some notes to make sure that your work is more comprehensive because you can see there are a lot of suggestions from other groups. Maybe they can think of something that you didn't think of.
Okay, we can start from group 1. Okay, Pugh Conley, go ahead.
What will I need to wear? What will I eat? What type of food are there? How many types of sports?
All your suggestions and questions as a whole is very, very comprehensive. From all your suggestions, I can see that we have some people asking about flying to Beijing, and some people asking where they can they stay in Beijing. But Hannah, how closely did you watch the videos? Do all the events and games take place in the same building or even in the same city? We need to have a look at this PowerPoint I'm going to show you. And now I really need you to make some notes because this is going to be very useful. Okay, can I have someone to read this slide for us? Okay, Yvette.
Okay. There will be 26 games venues. 4 of the indoor venues that were built for the 2008 Summer Olympics will be used for the.
Thank you, Akashara. So in Chinese, we say bird, 鸟, and a nest, 巢. And if you look at the shape of this building, it looks like a bird's nest, right? So we call it a 鸟巢. Okay, so what is this, guys? Anas, you are here now? Can you hear us?
Is it like a fan?
Yes, this is a fan. And in Chinese, we say fan as 扇. And the action to fold it, we say 折. So you can see here's the Chinese here. We call that 折扇. You guys know that all the events will not happen in the same place, right? And so how will people get from one place to another? That's another question for you to think. And they really need an agent to help explain all these things, right? And the people who said they would need a hotel, they are right too. And which hotel will they use and how much will it cost? Where will all of these people eat? There are no shan noodles and no moringa. So will they eat Chinese food? And do they know what to say in a restaurant? And do they need a little book with some useful words like a pinyin and Chinese characters, English or Myanmar even in it? So many things will be different. And that's why they need a good agent, and you guys will be the very agent to help them. And here's the question for you guys. How could you help a tourist attend Olympics and explore Beijing? As I said, all the events will not happen in the same place, so you need to plan a lot. You guys know that this is a huge project, right? Now here's the question. Do you guys want to do the whole project as a whole class or like in groups? If you want to make it a whole class project, you can still work in groups, of course, and then each group will can produce only a part of this whole project based on some questions. Maybe group 1 can do accommodation, and group 2 can do tickets, and group 3 can do transport. And in the end, all 4 groups will combine all your work together to produce a final project. Or if you guys prefer to do it within your groups, and then each group will need to produce a final piece of work. And do we have questions?
If there are no more questions, you can see my presentation here. Today, we need to decide on 5 things together. So the first one here, you can see the link here. You need to vote if you want to do the whole class project or group project. Okay, I'll give you 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is decided. Let me put it here. So this is whole class. Okay. Now guys, we're going to look at number 2. I need you all now to go to the breakout rooms, and each group, I need you to elect a group leader to monitor the progress and the report issues that you have.
So
Yeah.
who is the
We're voting. We're voting.
okay? Who is the team leader for group 1? Okay, Pyu Kang Ling, right?
Yes.
Okay, Brian. Okay, who is the team leader for group 2?
Teacher, it's Vinayak.
Oh, Vinayak. Okay.
Sadly,
Why do you say sadly?
I'm the only one who voted for everyone else in my group.
Okay, for group 3, who is the group leader? Okay. Vinayak. Hope the spelling is correct. Okay, group 3, is it Eva?
Not in group 3.
Oh, sorry. So who is from group 3?
It's either you or Mia.
Mia. So who is the group leader?
Mia.
Teacher, I got disconnected, so I don't know who they decided to pick up later.
So they said that you are the group leader, right, Mia?
I never said I was going to be the group leader.
Okay. I need you. Group 3. I need you to decide now in the chat box. Okay.
Eva is the leader.
Okay, Eva.
So now we have decided that we're going to do a whole class project. I need you to think about the final project. So what will it be? Will it be a brochure or a poster or an advertisement or a booklet? So you guys need to discuss this question, and then we'll do that later. Okay, so then you're going to decide on which parts each group, or even to be more specific, each person will be doing on the whole project. And then you're going to come up with a timeline to make sure that the work is done on time. So the deadline for this project is on the 12th of December. So you have this week and the next week to do it. I also included some recommendations for the posters and the links. It has a lot of templates that you could use. Okay.
So, like, are there more things that we can use to show the final project? Or like instead of a poster, can we do like a leaflet? Like, are there more things that we can do?
Yeah, you guys will decide on that. So you can do any form of it, but you all have to agree since it's a whole class project. Okay, now you guys are going to discuss this. Discuss number 3. I need you to think about the final project. They are not limited to like brochure, poster, advert, or booklet. You guys will decide. Okay, I will leave the class to you guys now. You guys can discuss it.
So what part will be thinking about? So like how we will travel, how we can see.
We can have like a part for travel. We can have a part for like what's another part for what to do when you get there. What other parts
Maybe
do we have?
do like all about the hotels, restaurants, that stuff.
We can put like a part for the Olympics section, just for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Please do it from today, because you will only have this week and next week. You cannot rely on the class time. Okay, any more questions?
再见，老师。我爱你，老师。我
再见，再见，老师。
拜拜。